What's up? What's up? How's everybody doing tonight? Back with another episode of Talking Barz. Come up in here. I'm going to give you all another minute to get up in here. We're going to have a great show tonight. Don't forget, man, if you want to support the channel, if you want to look good for the summer, don't forget, we still got merch on sale. Hit us up, 16barzshow@gmail.com. Cop the merch. We still got the merch, y'all. You want to look fly for the summer. And if you want to support the channel, if you like 16 Barz, you like 90s, 80s, early 2000 hip hop, best way to support our channel, keep our channel going, keep us giving you all these amazing videos, cop the merch. Everything is on sale right now, $20 a piece. We got the tank tops too, okay? We got the tank tops, we got them in white too. So y'all, if you want to support 16 Barz, best way to support us, man, hit up our email, purchase a t-shirt. You're going to look good. I know you want to look good, all right? So let me see what's going on up in the chat. I see Diamond Onyx is here. Shine bright like a diamond. Shout out to Diamond. Diamond, thanks for coming through. I see we got Blocker in the building. Blocker is here. Hit that like button down below, y'all. Let me know y'all here. I need y'all to get in the comment section tonight, man. Get in the comment section tonight. I want to hear from you guys tonight. This one right here, I need to hear from you guys tonight. Diamond says, yes, summer merch. Diamond, hit me up, man. Let me get something out to you real quick. Hit me up on the text. You got my number. Hit me up on the text. Let me shoot something out to you. I'll probably ship it out to you tomorrow, Diamond. Hit up your boy, all right? All right, listen, man. Listen. I don't know if you guys saw it. I don't know if y'all saw the list. Okay? I don't know if y'all saw the list. Billboard just dropped another list. Now listen. I'm really sick and tired of these lists, to tell you the truth. Okay? And these entities, they just keep on disrespecting hip hop with the back pimp slap, not the front slap. They giving us the back pimp slap. All right, so if you haven't seen the list, I'm going to put the list up there so y'all can see it in just a minute. I need to hear from each and every one of y'all tonight. Do you agree with the list? Okay, it's a 100 list, but tonight we're going to concentrate on the top 10. I need to hear from you. Hit the comments. Do you agree or do you not agree? Diamond's in the building, Blocker is in the building, Jason is in the building, Iman is in the building, Harlem is here, yo. Shout out to Harlem, shout out to Iman. Jason has a comment. Jason says, what up, Playboy? I know you saw us out in Connecticut tearing down the stage. Yeah, Jason, I saw you out there. I saw you up and down the stage ripping it. I saw Red McFly doing his thing. Shout out to Red McFly, man. Shout out to Red McFly, man. You all over the place, bro. I see you with the locks. I see you over here. I see you over there. You're doing shows here. You're doing shows there. You're dropping videos. You're dropping music. That's how you grind, yo. Shout out to Red McFly. Shout out to the whole Take Flight Society team, man. Y'all grinding out there. I got to respect the grind, man. I respect the grind. Shout out to Jason. We got Harlem in the building. Iman says salute. Diamond Onyx is here. Diamond Onyx said, I will pay for shipping. All right, Diamond, I got you. I want to send you out something. Hit me in the car. Hit me my text. You got my number. Hit me in the text, Diamond. Shooting you out tomorrow. We got Charlie in the building. Shout out to Charlie. All right. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let me hit some more chat. Jason, Diamond said, what up? Blocker, Diamond said, what up? Charlie says, is Kiss of Death by Jadakiss a classic to you? Kiss of Death is not a classic album. Kiss of Death is a solid Jadakiss album. Jadakiss' best album is still, what's the one with Knock Yourself Out? What's that album called? Kiss the Game Goodbye? No. Whatever that album is that Knock Yourself Is Out. on. That's his best album. But Kiss of Death is not a classic. There are some skippable tracks on Kiss of Death, Charlie. Diamond Jason says, what's up? All right, listen. Let's get into it. Billboard dropped their top 100 rap albums of all time. Number 10, The Great Adventures of Slick Rick. Listen, The Great Adventures of Slick Rick is an amazing album. Hit the comments. The top 10 is right there. Hit the comments. Let me know if you agree with the top 10. Number 9, Jay-Z with The Blueprint. Classic album. Blueprint, top to bottom. Classic album. Eric B. and Rakim, Paid in Full. Number 8. Amazing album. I think there is a skippable track on Paid in Full, but Paid in Full is one of those gems you could put on and still rock with it. Number 7, one of my favorite albums of all time, Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style. Listen. Doggy Style is one of those albums. Doggy Style was a vibe. It was a movement. The West was already rocking. All right, Dr. Dre, Death Row Records, NWA, they were rocking already. But when Snoop dropped Doggy Style, oh man, classic album. Number 7, Doggy Style. Number 2, maybe the greatest double CD of all time, Tupac Shakur, All Eyes on Me. Hit the comment section, y'all. I want to hear from y'all. This top 10, do you agree? Number 5, rest in peace once more, Notorious B.I.G. Some say this is the best double CD of all time. Number 4, Aquemini. Is Aquemini Outkast's best album, or is it AT-Aliens? Amazing album, nonetheless. Number 2, questionable. A lot of people ask this question. Is The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill a rap album? Hit the comments. Is Lauryn Hill's The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill a rap album? A lot of people say it's not. I think it is, because Lauryn Hill is a rapper. This album is a little bit more toned down, but I still believe it's a rap album. And number 1, I'm sorry, I jumped it. Number 2, another milestone record, y'all. This one here, a lot of people have this record in their top 5 of all time. Dr. Dre, The Chronic. And sitting at number 1, Billboard's top 100 rap albums of all time, they have Nas, Illmatic. Hit the comment section down below. Let me know what y'all think. Let me hit some comments. Charlie says, I agree with Illmatic at number 1. It's Where is the Woo? Charlie, I'm asking the same question. Where is the Woo? We're going to talk about it, Charlie. We're going to talk about it. Thank you for that, Charlie. Charlie agrees with Illmatic being number 1 of all time. Blocker has a comment. Blocker says Onyx is going to try young sis. Okay, they going on. Blocker says try harder, B, aka Blocker B. All right. Diamond Onyx has a comment. Diamond says Erykah Badu has the best R&B artist. Okay, Erykah Badu, that's tough. I don't know about that, Diamond. That's tough. Blocker says, where is Onyx? Nowhere in the top 20, not in the top 50 even. Iman has a comment. Iman says, I never got into Outkast, although their albums were boring. I always thought their albums were boring. Okay. Iman says, I never got into Outkast, always thought their albums were boring. You know, Outkast is not for everybody. You know, Big Boy is more of the traditional rapper, and Andre 3000 had a very different style of rapping. And coming from the South, maybe New York wasn't really feeling Andre 3000. But when you listen to Big Boy is more of a traditional rapper. I like Outkast. They're different. You know, they remind me a little bit of De La Soul. Their rap styles are a little bit different. But Iman says she never got into Outkast. I can feel that. I can understand that. Hit the comments, y'all. Do you agree with Billboard's top 100 list? And do you agree with the top 10? I'm going to give you my top 10. I'm going to shuffle those 10 and tell you where they really should be. Jason has a comment. Jason says, my boy number one, I'm not complaining, LOL. Everybody knows Jason is backing Nas no matter what. Jason got Nas back. So Jason is happy with Nas being number one. What about the rest of the list, Jason? What do you think about the rest of the top 10? How do you feel about that? Thank you for that, Jason. Charlie has a comment. Charlie says, so disrespectful that they don't have the Wu 36 Chambers is easily top 3. I cannot agree with you more, Charlie. I was tight when I saw this list. Hold on. Diamond Onyx says, no, probably be the weekend is coming. Shall hold tight for Saturday. All right, Diamond, thank you. Blocker says 16 bars. The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill is Lauryn Hill's first and only album, my man. Yes, that is Lauryn Hill's only album. Lauryn Hill did appear on the Fugees albums. Lauryn Hill did appear on Wyclef's albums. Lauryn Hill did appear on John Forte's album. So Lauryn Hill has a lot of music out there. So yes, I know Miseducation is a one and only solo album, but everybody knows Lauryn Hill. Everybody knows the Fugees. Okay, so we all know Lauryn Hill has a lot of content outside of her only album. Thank you for that. Blocker, you say I disagree with this list. Blocker doesn't like the top 10. Diamond says Erykah Badu is on the magazine cover at that Talking Barz. She was rated. Ooh, okay. Shout out to Badu. Diamond Onyx also says, yep, Outkast is dopeness. Yeah, listen. Outkast has their fans. Okay? And the solo Outkast album, like I said, I don't know about Aquemini being their best album. I think 80 Aliens is their best album. But like Diamond says, they do have some dope content. Thank you for that, Diamond. Kenny B is in the chat. Kenny B, thanks for joining. Kenny B says Outkast Aquemini was fire. All right, Kenny B. Okay. Jody Niles is here. Trinidad and Tobago is in the building. Shout out to Trinidad and Tobago. Shout out to Karen Niles. Shout out to Lance Peter. All right, Jody says, really? Really tight? Okay. All right, listen. I don't agree with this top 10. I don't. I think Lauryn Hill is too high. When it comes to rap albums, I think Aquemini is too high. Tupac is being very disrespected on this list by being number 6 with All Eyes on Me, a double CD that has maybe 2 skippable tracks, maybe 2 tracks on All Eyes on Me you can skip. That's about it. Eric B. and Rakim Paid in Full, even though it's an amazing album, okay? And The Great Adventures of Slick Rick, another dope album. But I'm going to give you guys my top 10. But before I go into that, we're going to go into what some of y'all are saying. Okay? We're going to go into what some of y'all are saying about the Wu-Tang Clan. Okay, so these are some of the questionable standings on this list. Hit the comment section down below. I need y'all to hit the comments right now. Cardi B Invasion of Privacy album is rated at number 29. We're talking about the top 100 rap albums of all time. Cardi B Cardi B is at number 29. Another disrespectful entry, Ghostface Killer is at number 43. You have Cardi B's album over Ghost Supreme Clientele. Listen, y'all. Listen. Supreme Clientele can go maybe in one of the top 10 albums of all time. You could listen. There can be an argument out there for Supreme Clientele. That's how good that album is. And you rate Cardi B as better than Supreme Clientele? Okay. Some more questionable ratings. DMX, It's Dark and Hell is Hot at number 21. Now listen, I understand there's a lot of amazing rap albums over time. We're talking about the late 80s, which was a phenomenal time for hip hop. We're talking about the 90s, where we got some of the best hip hop albums of all time. And we're talking about the early 2000s, where we were still getting amazing albums. So, okay, DMX, It's Dark and Hell is Hot. Number 21? Okay. Big Pun. Rest in peace, Pun. Rest in peace. Iman has a comment. Iman says Cardi B shouldn't be on any. Iman, Harlem is in the building. Listen, Iman, I'm with you. Let me read that again from Iman. Iman says Cardi B shouldn't be on any hip hop list, especially a top 10, and rated at number 29. Blocker has a comment. Blocker says Life After Death is Biggie Smalls' best album. Okay, let me say this, Blocker. Let me say this. I enjoy and I love Life After Death as a double CD. Love the album. I still do think that Ready to Die is a better album as a package, as bottom to top storytelling, telling a story of his life. I still do believe that Life After Death, to me, is a better product than, Ready to Die. Ready to Die is a better product than Life After Death. But thank you for that, Blocker. Jason has a comment. Jason says, I just met Ghostface. Shout out to Ghostface. Saturday, telling him I played Supreme Clientele every day in high school. Listen, man, that Supreme Clientele album got bumped. Hit the comments, y'all. Every day in high school, he said that's what's up. That album is definitely too low on the list. DMX and Pun is too. Let's go back to the list. Let's go back to this. Big Pun at number 48. Does Capital Punishment have any skippable tracks? Maybe one. Maybe one. Capital Punishment probably has one track you can skip on there. You have Big Pun at number 48. And you have Cardi B at number 29. Public Enemy, It Takes a Million, at number 19. I think that should have been higher up the list. Somewhere in the 12, 13. I think Public Enemy should have landed. Eminem, the Marshall Mathers LP. You're trying to tell me, Billboard, that Cardi B has a better album than Eminem's Marshall Mathers album? Hit the comments, y'all. Listen, maybe I'm bugging. Maybe I'm reaching. Maybe I'm doing too much. Hit the comments. Kenny B has a comment. Kenny B says, Redman, Muddy Waters, one of my favorite albums of all time. I love that Muddy Waters album. Shout out to that album. Shout out to Red. Shout out to Redman. Iman has a comment. Iman says, is any Cameron albums on the list? Yes. Come Home With Me, I think, is somewhere around the 60s or the 50s. But Come Home With Me did make the list. Iman, I'm sorry if I forgot the list, but Come Home With Me did make the list. Let me just check it one more time. Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. Iman asked a good question, but Come Home With Me is on the list. I believe it's close to the 50s, 60s, but Cameron made the list. Blocker says NWA Straight Outta Compton should make top 10. Okay. Blocker says, where is any of the Ice Cube albums? Ice Cube did make the list. Ice Cube, I think, was in the 40s. He was somewhere in the 40s. I can't remember for sure. Did I put down Ice Cube? Did I jot it down? But Ice Cube was on the list somewhere in the 40s. Let's keep going. A Tribe Called Quest, Midnight Marauders. Listen, if you weren't around when the Midnight Marauders album dropped, you missed out. Okay? If you haven't listened to that album, go listen to that album. Midnight Marauders is a testament in rapping ability. Okay? Shout out to Q-Tip. Shout out to Fight Dog. Rest in peace, Fight Dog. Shout out to what's his name that passed away too? My bad if I forgot his name, but rest in peace as well. Go listen to the Midnight Marauders album at number 63. Tupac. Oh man. I just listen. When I saw this, I wanted to kick my computer, y'all. I'm dead serious. Machiavelli. Maybe Tupac's best or second best album. Okay. All Eyes on Me, Machiavelli, Me Against the World. Guaranteed top 3 Pac albums. I don't want to hear it. Machiavelli, All Eyes on Me, Me Against the World. Top 3 Pac albums. Hands down. No question. Machiavelli at 37. You have Cardi B Invasion of Privacy is a better album than Machiavelli? What? How? Okay. Reasonable Doubt. Oh man. Oh my God. You know, on Billboard's list, they had the Blueprint at number 9. You can swap Reasonable Doubt and Blueprint. Okay? Reasonable Doubt may be Jay's best album. Blueprint, the first Blueprint, may be Jay's best album. So you can swap both of them. But to put Reasonable Doubt at number 32, you have Cardi B at 29. You have Cardi B's Invasion of Privacy album over Jay-Z's Reasonable Doubt. Oh my God. Hit the comments, y'all. Hit the comments, man. Hit the comments. Do you agree with Billboard's list? Hit the comments. Lil' Kim, Hardcore. I don't think Hardcore has a skippable track. I don't. Let me go through Hardcore's track list. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Let me pull it up on Tidal. Hold on a second. Hardcore's album, track list. Track number 1, intro in A minor. That's a crazy intro. Fire. You can't skip that. Big Mama Thing featuring Jay-Z. You can't skip that. No Time. I got no time for fake. Just Krista. You can't skip that. Spend a Little Dough. You cannot skip that. Take It. You cannot skip that. Crush on You. Some of y'all are still bumping Crush on You crazy right now. Drugs. JM, y'all. I knew the dude named Jimmy used to run up in me nighttime when he drunk off the Hemi and Remy. I didn't mind when he bumped it from behind. Jay felt fine, especially when she used to grind it. She was a chick when she chicked the dick. She used to pass me trick, wear the cards and shit. I told her, I'll be back with some other cats. Oh, listen. You can't skip drugs. You can't skip Screaming. You can't skip Queen. You can't skip Dreams. You can't skip Mafia Land. Ooh, remember the Mafia Land? The intro to Mafia Land? Hold on. Remember that? Listen, you can't skip Mafia Land. We don't need it. We don't need it. We don't need it. If you ain't, we don't want it. We don't want it. Some chick is doing, some chick is though. I know I won't. Chickens come too fast for me. Away some. If you ask me, I like to put it back. You can't skip that. You can't skip that. Not tonight. Come on. Classic track. You can't skip that. Player haters. No. You're not skipping Player Haters. And track number 15, F You. Listen, guys. Listen. Billboard, F You. I'm not going to curse on here. Maybe we got kids watching. Billboard, you know how I feel. Let me hit the comments. Blocker says, I still disagree with this list. Blocker says, Machiavelli is one of my favorite Tupac albums. Machiavelli is top 3 Pac albums, hands down. Charlie has a comment. Charlie has a list. Charlie has a top 10 list. I'm going to get to it in a second. Iman has a comment. Iman says, my favorite Cam album was SDE. I saved my lunch money to go buy that. Shout out to the SDE album. If you don't know, that's the sports, drugs, and entertainment album. That album is fire. Iman, I still give Come Home With Me a slight edge. They're both amazing. I think SDE, Cameron is more raw. The production is more raw and rugged. Okay, Iman. SDE is a more street album, and I think Come Home With Me was a more complete artist package. So me personally, I'm giving Come Home With Me a slight edge, slight. SDE is amazing. That sports, drugs, entertainment album, to what means the world to you? My name, not money. Oh, what means the world to you? My car, my name. That album is fire. Shout out to Iman for that. Let's get to Charlie's list. Hit the comments. Do you agree with Billboard's top 10 list? What you're looking at right now on the screen are some of the questionable entries. Let me put the list back up. Before I read Charlie's top 10. Okay? This is the list one more time, guys. Number 10, Slick Rick, The Great Adventures of Slick Rick. Number 9, Jay-Z, The Blueprint. Number 8, Eric B. and Rakim, Paid in Full. Number 7, Snoop Doggy Dogg, Doggy Style. We got number 6, Tupac, All Eyes on Me, the best double CD of all time. Number 5, The Notorious B.I.G., Life After Death. Number 4, Outkast with Aquemini. Number 3, shout out to Lauryn Hill for making the list. All right, you could have take Lil' Kim Hardcore and swapped. That's just me. Lauryn Hill, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Number 2, Dr. Dre with The Chronic. And number 1, we got that boy Nas, Illmatic. All right, Charlie's list. We're going to go from 10. NWA, Straight Outta Compton, fire album. I cannot disagree with that. Number 9, Paid in Full, Eric B. and Rakim. I can't disagree with that. Number 8, Doggy Style. Y'all know Snoop is my man. I cannot disagree with that. Number 7, the infamous number 7. Number 6, Over the God with the Blueprint. Number 6. Number 5, the greatest double CD rap album of all time, All Eyes on Me, is at number 5 for Charlie. Number 4, RTD. Ready to Die? Okay. Number 4, Ready to Die. I can't disagree with that. I love Ready to Die. I think it's Biggie's best album. Number 3, The Chronic. Right? The Chronic. Number 2, Enter the 36 Chambers. Y'all know Enter the 36 Chambers is my favorite rap album of all time. That's just me. And number 1, Charlie has Illmatic. Charlie, I cannot disagree with anything on that list. That's a tough list. Nothing but classics on there. If anybody puts that list out and say this is a top 10 list, I can't disagree. Those are amazing albums. I would swap Illmatic for 36 Chambers. Okay, I would swap those two, but those 10 albums, you got the Black Fist for me. Shout out to Charlie. That's an amazing list. Blocker has a list. Hit the comments, y'all. This is the Billboard Top 100 Rap Albums of all time. This is their top 10. I disagree. I am going to show you how I would rate them. Okay? Blocker has his top 10. Blocker has it looks like a top 6. Top 6. Number 1, The Predator from Ice Cube. Amazing album. I don't know if it's the best album of all time, but amazing album. Blood on the X, Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood. I think that's what Blocker is saying. That's a DMX album. Number 2. Number 3. Sorry. Number 2, Blood on the X, Onyx. What album is that? Blood on the X from Onyx. Hold up. What album is that? I've never heard of that album from Onyx. Let me see let me go to Onyx. Let me go to Onyx's albums. I don't know what album that is, Blocker. I thought that was Flesh of My... Oh, I see it. Blood on the X is a 2023 album just released from Onyx. Okay. New album from Onyx. Okay. Blocker says Blood on the X is number 2. Best albums of all time? I don't know, Blocker. Number 3, Back to F Up. Wait, is this all Onyx albums here? Okay, that's another Onyx album back to back. Okay. Number 3, Straight Outta Compton, NWA. Number 4, 2001, that's the Dr. Dre album. Number 5, Hard Knock Life from Jay-Z. Over to God. Number 6, All Eyes on Me. I wouldn't put The Predator in top 10 albums of all time. I've never listened to Blood on the X. I got to take a listen to that. Back to F Up is an amazing Onyx album. I would not put that in the top 10. Straight Outta Compton, amazing album. Amazing album. I don't think it belongs in the top 10 of all time, but amazing album. Dr. Dre's 2001. I do think that album is better than The Chronic. Don't kill me, but great album. Hard Knock Life. Maybe Jay-Z's best performing album. That was the album with Annie on there, I believe. So maybe Jay-Z's best selling album. And All Eyes on Me. I can't get mad. Y'all know I love All Eyes on Me. Top 10 album for sure. All right. I'm going to reshuffle Billboard's top 10. I just showed you all Billboard's top 10. Okay? I disagree that You don't have Reasonable Doubt in the top 10. You don't have Scarface, The Fix. Scarface was ranked number 33, by the way. Machiavelli could have made the top 10 in my Big Pun, Capital Punishment. That should have made the list for top 10. That was number 48. Notorious B.I.G., Ready to Die. That should have made top 10. That was number 24 on Billboard's list. So I don't agree with their list. And the biggest omission for me from that list, number 26, Enter the 36 Chambers. There is no way you're telling me that Enter the 36 Chambers is not a top 10 album of all time. No way. I see Iman has a comment. Iman says, I'm not jacking that list. Yeah, Blocker. That list, Blocker, is a little bit, yeah. But I respect you posting your list, Blocker. No disrespect. That's your opinion. Shout out to your list. I just don't agree with it. Iman says, I'm not jacking that list. Thank you. Blocker says, it's just my opinion. Don't be sorry, Blocker. That's your opinion. Like I said, shout out to you. That's your list. No disrespect. I respect anyone putting up their list. All right. Kenny B says, Cameron, Come Home With Me was fire. That was a fire album. That album did make the list. I think it was in the 50s somewhere, if I remember correctly. Come Home With Me made their top 10 list, their top 100 list. So this is my reshuffled. I reshuffled the list. Okay? I reshuffled the list. And I'm giving you Billboard's top 10 the way it should be. Like I said, I love Lauryn Hill. I think Lauryn Hill's albums are amazing. Fuji's albums. She's been on Wyclef's albums. She has her album, Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. So I think that Miseducation album is a classic album. But if I'm going to put it in the top 10, it's definitely 10. Iman has a comment. Iman says, Diplomatic Immunity, Beg for Mercy, and We Are the Streets got to be on the top 10 group albums list. Woo! Hold up. Iman says, this is a group top 10. This is a good idea. Iman, I like this. Shout out to Harlem. Harlem is in the building. Iman, I like this one. This is Iman's comment. Iman says, Diplomatic Immunity. That was a fire double CD, y'all. Beg for Mercy. That's from G Unit. Fire album as well. Group album. We Are the Streets. Listen. Give it to We Are the Streets. Ain't nothing beating We Are the Streets. All right? Maybe some Mobb Deep stuff. Anyway. We Are the Streets got to be on a top 10 group album list. Top 10 group album list. Eric B. and Rakim got to make that list. Paid in Full. Mobb Deep, the infamous All Hell on Earth, got to make that list. NWA got to make that top 10 group list. Rough Riders Volume 1. Is that a group? Is that a group album? Rough Riders Volume 1? Maybe not. Enter the 36 Chambers or the W or the double CD. That gotta make a listen, Iman, I love this idea. Hold on, let me get a pen. Iman, this is a great idea. We gotta do a show on this, Iman. Thank you for this idea. Shout out Harlem in the building. Top 10 hip hop group list. Iman, thank you for that comment. That's amazing idea. Tajan Johnson, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Sorry if I'm not. T. Johnson says, I like Charlie's list, but I'm taking it was written over Illmatic. You know what? I tell people that all the time. I love Illmatic. It's an amazing album. It's a classic album. Illmatic only has 9 tracks. There's 10 tracks, but there's an intro, so it's not really a track. Okay, Illmatic only has really 9 tracks. It was written, I think, has about 13, 14 tracks. Okay, I tell people this all the time. I'm taking It Was Written over Illmatic any day. I tell people this all the time. I get into so many rap arguments about this. T. Johnson. Okay, It Was Written had 16 tracks. Okay? It Was Written has a bigger body of work. It Was Written, to me, had overall better production, and it just had better content to me. Again, I think Illmatic is an amazing album. But if I'm putting Illmatic and It Was Written together, I'm always going to take It Was Written. So shout out to T. Johnson. I'm going to repeat that list. T. Johnson says, I like Charlie's list. Shout out to Charlie's list. That was a hard list. But I'm taking It Was Written over Illmatic. Charlie has a comment. Charlie says, at TJ, yeah, it is a top 10 album. I just didn't want to put multiple albums by the same artist on the list. Okay. But Charlie, I would swap It Was Written for Illmatic any day. All right. Let's get back to my list. Again, I am shuffling Billboard's top 10. This is how I would have put the top 10. Number 9, Slick Rick. Number 8, Outkast, Aquemini. Remember, Outkast was number 3 or 4. Outkast was number 4 on Billboard's list. I got Eric B. and Rakim with Paid in Full. And this is where it gets dicey, y'all. This is where it gets dicey. Number 6 to number 1. Okay? There's a lot of people that can shuffle number 6 to number 1. There are some people that's going to put Doggy Style as the best album of all time. The Chronic, that can be best album all time. Illmatic, that can be best album all time. Jay-Z's Blueprint, that's a classic. That could be Notorious B.I.G. Oh, listen, from number 6 to number 1, you could put that in a bag, shuffle it, and throw it out, and I'm not mad at you. From number 6 to number 1, if you shake that up and you throw it out on the table, however it comes out, I'm not mad. Number 6, Snoop Dogg with Doggy Style. Number 5, Dr. Dre, The Chronic. Number 4, Nas, Illmatic. Number 3, Jay-Z, The Blueprint. Yes, Blueprint is a better album than Illmatic. More content, more classic songs. Listen, we're not going to get into it today. Notorious B.I.G., Life After Death. Double CD. Some people say it's better than All Eyes on Me. I don't agree. And number 1, if I had to shuffle, if I'm shuffling Billboard's top 10 list, I'm putting All Eyes on Me as number 1. Let's get back to the list of missing albums. Like I said, missing from the list again, Public Enemy, It Takes a Million as a Nation. That was number 19 on the list. DMX, It's Dark and Hell is Hot. That was number 21 on the list. Notorious B.I.G., Ready to Die. That was number 24 on the list. The worst, the worst. Number 26, Enter the Wu-Tang 36 Chambers was number 26 on the list. They had Cardi B, Invasion of Privacy, at number 29 on the list. They had number 30, Eminem, The Marshall Mathers Album. They had Jay-Z's Reasonable Doubt at number 32. They had Scarface, The Fix Album, at number 33. They had Tupac's Machiavelli, The Dawn, 7 Day Theory. They had that at number 37. Oh, my God. Oh, gosh, man. Oh, my God. Rest in peace, Tupac, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Pop, man. I'm sorry, man. Gangstar, Hard to Earn album. Rest in peace, Gangstar. They had that at number 38, y'all. Gangstar, DJ Premier Production. 38. They had Cardi B as a better album than Gangstar's. At number 43, they had Ghostface, Supreme Clientele. They had Supreme Clientele at number 43. What the? Boogie Down Productions, Criminal Minded. Another one of my favorite albums of all time. That was at number 46. Rest in peace, Pun, man. Pun, rest in peace, Pun. They had Pun at number 48. They had Cardi B's Invasion of Privacy over Big Pun. Capital Punishment. The Bronx. One of the illest MCs of all time. You could put Pun in the top 5 MCs all time. Tupac, Nas, Hova, Pun. You could put Cannabis in there. Number 48, Capital Punishment. They had A Tribe Called Quest, Midnight Marauders, at number 63. Oh, my God. They had Lil' Kim. They put Lil' Kim Hardcore album at number 49, y'all. Number 49. 49. Hit the comments, man. Do you agree? Do you not agree? Is this list trash? Is this list okay? We got some comments. Blocker has a comment. Blocker says Rough Rider has at least 2 albums. Rough Riders has about 4 albums, I believe. Ride or Die Volume 1, 2, and 3. I actually have the 3 Rough Riders albums. I think they have about 4 albums under their list. Let me pull them up. Hold up. Of the Rough Riders albums. They have Rough Riders Volume 1, Rough Riders Volume 2, Rough Riders Volume 3. They had The Redemption, Rough Riders Volume 5 as well. So yeah, so they have 5 of the Rough Riders albums. So Rough Riders has a bunch of good albums there. Thank you for that, Blocker. T. Johnson has a comment. T. Johnson has a top 10. Let's listen to this top 10. We're going to start from 10. 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying. Listen, I live here in Jamaica, Queens, all right? I lived that 50 Cent's era. I was here. Okay? I was home base when that album dropped. Okay? I walked up and down Jamaica Avenue while that album was released. I was here when G Unit 50 Cent was running Southside Queens. I was here. Get Rich or Die Trying, number 10. Number 9, Only Built for Cuban Link. That's a tough album, y'all. Whoo! Shout out to Raekwon, number 9. That's a good pick. Number 8, Notorious B.I.G., Life After Death. This is T. Johnson's list. Number 7, Dr. Dre, The Chronic. Number 6, Hova the God, I Should Be Rapping with a Turban. Jay-Z, The Blueprint. Number 5, whew, All Eyes on Me, Rest in Peace, Pac. Number 4, my favorite Notorious B.I.G. album, Ready to Die. Illmatic. Number 2, my favorite rap album of all time, Enter the 36 Chambers. And number 1, T. Johnson is doubling up. Ah! T. Johnson, he gave you Illmatic, and he's giving you another Nas album as number 1. It was written. Listen. T. Johnson There's only one album in that list I'm going to question. There's only one album on that list I think does not belong there. I like them all. Putting 2 Nas albums in the top 10, that's ballsy. You're going to have some people coming for your head. That's ballsy. But as much as I think this album has a cult following, as much of copies that this album has sold, as much of a buzz this album had when it was released, everybody was bootlegging the instrumentals to rap over it. I do not think 50 Cent's Get Rich or Die Trying belongs in a top 10 albums of all time. I respect the list, T. Johnson. Okay? That's your list. I like it. I like it. But that's the only album I would scratch off of that list. But other than that, It Was Written, classic. 36 Chambers, classic. Illmatic, classic. Ready to Die, classic. All Eyes on Me, classic. Blueprint, classic. Chronic, classic. Life After Death, classic. Only Built for Cuban Link, classic. Get Rich or Die Trying is a classic. Don't get me wrong. I just don't think it belongs in the top 10. Tough list. I like that, T. Johnson. Thank you for that. Thank you for the comment. Charlie has a comment. Charlie says, at T. Johnson, good list, but I don't know about Get Rich or Die. I just said that. But I like the list. I like the list, T. Johnson. Let me finish that. Let me read that again. Charlie says, at T. Johnson, good list, but I don't know about Get Rich or Die Trying. Thank you for that. Blocker says I got beef with Billboard. Hit the comments, man. Today we're talking about Billboard 100. They released their top 100 rap albums of all time. The whole 100 list, I went through it. I wanted to strangle someone, but I always remind myself that these are just opinions of people. And everyone doesn't hear hip hop the same way. All right, everybody doesn't hear Barz the same way. Everybody doesn't hear production the same way. Everybody doesn't hear storytelling the same way. You know, music hits people differently. Okay, so what I might like, you might not like. What you might like, I might not like. So it's not that I'm right or she's right or they're right or whoever's right. We all have our opinions when it comes to music. Okay, but that 100 list, there were a lot of albums on that list that just doesn't belong where they belong. And at the end of the day, I'm a person for lyrics. Okay, when I think of what's core to hip hop, is someone that creates, number one, creates their own music. Okay, so if you have a ghostwriter, I'm not putting you in my top 10. Okay, if I learn that you, for your career, have had someone write your lyrics and you're just spitting the lyrics, you can't go in my top 10. Okay, you have to have some sort of creativity to make the music. You have to have the ability how to rhyme on a track. Everybody can't rhyme on a track. Everybody doesn't have voice control. Everybody doesn't have intelligence on how to put together words, how to put together sentences, how to put together phrases, how to be witty on a track, how to make you think when you listen to music. Okay, so there's a lot of different elements that goes into putting together a song, putting together bars, putting together an album, putting together a cohesive album. Okay, so when you talk to me about hip hop, I don't just listen to music as a hip hopper. I've been listening to music since in the 70s, early 80s. I've been listening to hardcore rap, just really like around 84, 85, really listening to rap music. Okay, so I've been around. Okay, I understand rap. I understand bars. I understand how to put together music. So when I see some of these lists, and they don't have some of the qualification that it takes to have a classic album or to have an amazing album. I just got to give my opinion. And I'm that top 10, this top 10 here from Billboard, it's just all over the place. But again, there's some amazing albums in this top 10. Not to disrespect the albums on there. I'm not trying to disrespect the albums on the top 10. I just think that where they're put, and again, we're talking about a top 100. Okay, there's lots of albums that didn't make the top 10, that didn't make the top 20, that maybe should be. Okay, Big Pun, Capital Punishment at number 48. That's wild. Gangstar, Hard to Earn, number 38. That's wild. Machiavelli from Tupac at number 37. 37? That's wild. Scarface, The Fix, number 33. Ready to Die from Biggie, number 24. DMX, 21. It's dark. Listen, there's too much. There's too much glaring omissions. And yeah, putting together a top 10 of rap albums of all time, it's not going to be easy. I don't think I could. You know, if I were to sit down and put together a top 10 rap albums of all time, it'd probably take me a good year to put that together, to tell you the truth. Because there's so many amazing albums out there. Okay, but hit the comment section down below. Let me know how you guys feel about this. If you're watching the video right now, don't forget, if you want to support the channel, best way to support 16 Bars is always pick up some of the merch. We got the tank tops. All right. We still got the tees. All right. We got the classic tees. Everything's on sale right now. Everything is $20 a piece. All right. The Dynasty. Rockefeller Records. You heard me? All right. We got your girl, Notorious K.I.M. We got it in pink, y'all. All right. You want to look like Harlem? You want to look like Cameron? We got it in pink. All right. We got your boy Nas Escobar, Illmatic. Y'all been talking about it. We got it. We got it here. All right. So you want to support the channel? Best way to support the channel, hit us up at 16barshow@gmail.com. Cop some of the merch. I see El Nino is in the building. Shout out to El Nino. El Nino says, hold up. Let me drop mine. All right. El Nino is going to drop his top 10. Let me put the top 10 back up. NYC Addictions is here. Let me put the top 10 back up. This is Billboard's top 10 rap albums of all time. Let me put it back up. Shout out to El Nino in the chat. Shout out to NYC Addictions is in the chat. Yeah, NYC is here. What it do? Shout out to NYC Addictions. Go follow his channel. All right. Today we're talking about Billboard 100's top 10 rap albums. I'm gonna show y'all some of the albums that did not make the top 10. These are some of the albums that did not make the top 10. They had Cardi B, Invasion of Privacy at number 29. Ghostface, Supreme Clientele was at number 43. Public Enemy, It Takes a Nation of Millions to Stop Us was at number 19. Eminem, The Marshall Mathers LP was at number 30. A Tribe Called Quest, Midnight Marauders, number 63. Oh my God. Tupac's Machiavelli, rest in peace. Pac, Pac, I apologize, man. I apologize, Pac. Machiavelli, they had Machiavelli at number 37. They had Jay-Z's Reasonable Doubt at number 32. And they had the amazing, the classic Lil' Kim Hardcore album at number 49. They had Cardi B album as a better album than Hardcore. NYC Addictions Says Cardi B before Jay-Z. Crazy work. NYC Addiction says for real. Blocker says NYC, I got beef with billboards. Oh my God. Who puts together these lists, yo? Let me read off some more that's missing from the list. Big Pun, Capital Punishment, was at number 48. Public Enemy, It Takes a Million, was at number 19. I know you're wondering where DMX was. I know some of y'all asking, where's DMX? Where's X? Where's the Dark Man? DMX, it's dark and hell is hot. Number 21. Notorious B.I.G., Ready to Die. Number 24. The greatest rap album of all time, in my opinion, number 26. Enter the Wu-Tang Clan. El Nino has a top 10. Let's go to El Nino's top 10. El Nino has number 10, Mace, Harlem World. Woo. Woo. El Nino is starting it off with some controversy. Okay. All right. Number 10, Mace, Harlem World. Number 9, Eric B. and Rakim, Strictly Business. Dope album. Number 8, the greatest double CD of all time, All Eyes on Me, Tupac Shakur. Number 7, back-to-back double CDs. Okay. Number 7, El Nino's list, Life After Death. Number 6, Marshall Mathers LP. Marshall Mathers LP over All Eyes on Me. Okay. This is El Nino's list, y'all. This is not my list. This is El Nino. Number 6, Marshall Mathers LP from Eminem. Number 5, Nas's greatest album, It Was Written. Yes, I said it. Number 4, doom, yeah, Mr. Yo, listen. Number 4, Doggy Style. Shout out to Snoop Doggy Dogg. Classic album. Number 3, hold up. Billboard has this album at number 48, y'all. Billboard has Big Pun, Capital Punishment at number 48. El Nino says it's a top 3 album, Capital Punishment. Number 2, Over to God, I Should Be Rapping with a Turban. Number 2, Jay-Z, Reasonable Doubt. And I'm not complaining, El Nino. Number 1, Enter the 36 Chambers, the Wu-Tang Clan. The Wu. Now listen, El Nino, I like this list. El Nino, I like the list. El Nino, I like the list. But you got to take off number 10. You got to take off Harlem World. If you tell me you're from Harlem, then I know you're being biased. El Nino, where are you from? El Nino, where are you from? Drop it in the chat. El Nino has listen, I'm not mad. Number 1, 36 Chambers. Number 2, Reasonable Doubt. Number 3, Capital Punishment. Number 4, Doggy Style. Number 5, It Was Written. Number 6, Marshall Mathers LP. Number 7, Life After Death. Number 8, All Eyes on Me. Number 9, Eric B. and Rock, EPMD. Strictly Business. I'm not mad. 1 through 9. El Nino, where are you from? Drop it in the comments, El Nino. Mace, Harlem World, number 10. I'm putting a question mark on that one. Thank you for that. That's a great list, though. All right. X-Men 1991. Woo! I like that name, X-Men. Yo, listen. X-Men 97 is still one of the greatest cartoons of all time. And the 90s X-Men comics were crazy. X-Men 1991 has a comment. I was so done with the list when I saw they had Redman Muddy Waters at 73. That's his best album. Muddy Waters is Redman's best album. There's a Dark Side is good. The Malpractice stuff was good. Yeah, he has some pretty good albums, but Muddy Waters is Redman's best album. And yes, X-Men 1991 is correct. X-Men 1991 is correct. There were a lot of questionable entries on that list. El Nino has another comment. El Nino says Mace was the truth. I don't care what anybody says. No disrespect to Mace. Mace was a beast. No disrespect to Mace. Mace was a beast on the mic. Here's what I'm going to ask you guys. Go back now and listen to the Harlem World album. Does it still stand up? I know that's not fair. Okay, because when that album was released, it was the vibe. I got the album. All right. I got a hard copy of the album. Album's fire. But I don't think it held up over time. But El Nino, shout out, respect your list. El Nino says, across 110th Street, ha ha, LOL, Mace the God. I knew it. That's a biased pick. Listen. Let me go back to the list, y'all. I don't want to act like I'm not being fair. Okay? This is El Nino's list. For those who just coming in, for those who's not having, this is the top 10 list from El Nino. Tell me what album does not match. Number 1, Enter the 36 Chambers, Wu-Tang. Number 2, Reasonable Doubt, Jay-Z. Number 3, Capital Punishment, Big Pun. Number 4, Doggy Style, Snoop Doggy Dogg. Number 5, It Was Written, Nas. Amazing so far. Number 6, Marshall Mathers LP, Eminem. Number 7, Life After Death, Notorious B.I.G. Number 8, All Eyes on Me, Tupac Shakur. Amazing list so far. Y'all stay with me. Tell me what does not belong. Stay with me. Number 9, EPMD, Strictly Business. Number 10, Harlem World. Hit the chat, y'all. Hit the chat. El Nino is being biased by putting Mace, Harlem World in a top 10 all time. That's the biased pick. Let me go back to the list. Let me go back to my shuffled list. I shuffled Billboard's top 10 to show how it should look. That's it shuffled. El Nino, 110th Street, Harlem. With the biased Mace pick. Shout out to El Nino. Thanks for coming through. El Nino says, Harlem, you know what it is. I grew up on Mace and I met him around his Clue days. Again, no disrespect to Mace. I think Mace is an amazing artist. We got some Mace freestyles coming soon. Mace and Cam, we got some stuff coming soon, so y'all look out for that. Shout out to Mace. But I'm going to question that number 10. All right. Charlie has a comment. Charlie says, I like that album, but top 10? Wow. Probably top 50. I agree with that, Charlie. I agree with what Charlie is saying. Let me read that again. Charlie says, and this is about El Nino's Harlem World pick for number 10, best album all time. Charlie says, I like that album, but top 10 is wild. Probably top 50. I co-sign that. Again, this is how I would put the top 10 that Billboard had. I would reshuffle. And that's how I would have the top 10. NYC Addiction says, wait, what number is Mobb Deep? Mobb Deep was in the 30s, I believe. Mobb Deep did not make the top 10. Mobb Deep did not make the top 20. Mobb Deep, I believe, was in the 30s. Hold on a second there, NYC. Hold on, there it goes. Hold up. Where's Mobb Deep? Hold up. I saw Mobb Deep in there. I forgot where Mobb Deep was at. Oh, man. I should have wrote down the Mobb Deep album. My bad, y'all. My bad. Let me see where Mobb Deep was. Hold on. Stick with me, y'all. Stick with me. Hit the like button down below if you like these videos. All right. Only built for Cuban Link. 12. That's not bad. Where was the Mob Deep? I forgot what the Mob Deep was, y'all. My bad, y'all. But Mob Deep wasn't really high on the list, all right? They kind of played Mob Deep. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Hit the like button if you're here right now. Don't forget to share the channel. Don't forget, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. Mob Deep, the infamous, is at number 28, Stacks. Number 28. And in the chat, X-Men 1991 has it as well. X-Men 1991, Mob Deep, the infamous, is at 28. Thank you for that, X-Men 1991. Yeah. Classic album. Mobb Deep's Hell on Earth may be their best album. I think The Infamous is their best album, but there are some people out there that like Hell on Earth better than The Infamous. But I'm definitely going Infamous as my favorite Mobb Deep album. Hell on Earth as my second favorite Mobb Deep album. So yes, X-Men 91, thank you for that. NYC Addiction says, damn. All right, yo. I'm going to put back up the list of some of the questionable entries on the list. These are some of the more questionable entries. NYC says Wu-Tang. Enter the 36 Chambers was at number 26. NYC Addictions. 26. Oh, my freaking God. What else? Reasonable Doubt was at number 32. Onyx did not make the top 50 as far as I remember. I don't think I saw Onyx in the top 50. Blocker. Ghostface Supreme Clientele was number 43. Big Pun Capital Punishment was number 48. Notorious B.I.G. Ready to Die was number 24. Lil' Kim Hardcore was number 49. A Tribe Called Quest, Midnight Marauders was number 63. DMX, It's Dark and Hell is Hot was number 21. Scarface was at number 33. Tupac Machiavelli was number 37. Charlie has a comment. Charlie says, I'm glad everyone dropped their lists. Really good to talk hip-hop with y'all. Charlie, thank you for always coming through and supporting the channel. Always. Charlie says, one, peace. If you're not from New York, we in New York, we say one. That's when we say peace. So let's end the story here right now. I want to thank everyone for joining another episode of Talking Barz. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for coming through. Don't forget, we still got the merch on sale. You want to support the channel, hit us up on our email, 16barzshow@gmail.com. Cop some of the merch. The tees on sale. We also got the tank tops on sale. Yo, we got some dope videos coming Saturday. We got another Versus video dropping on Saturday. And next Thursday, next week, is G-Unit month, man. So next week, we're going to be blazing y'all all month long for the month of August with non-stop G-Unit content, all right? So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you put notifications, turn your notifications on. As always, share the channel. We're almost at 15,000 subs. We appreciate each and every one of y'all. Hit the like on all the videos if you like this content. And we drop videos every Thursday, every Saturday, and during the week randomly, all right? It's your boy Onslaught Tree. Thanks for joining another episode of Talking Barz each and every Thursday.